Hey, everybody, welcome in. It's the LL Sports Podcast with St. Louis Cardinals diehard fan Jason Guarente.
That's true.
I'm
going to drop some knowledge about the Cardinals that relates to the lacrosse semifinals.
I think I love it.
Believe it or not.
I am Philadelphia Phillies diehard fan Jeff Reinhart, LNP and Lancaster Online. We've reached the end here, gang. 5 LL League teams are still standing in lacrosse and volleyball. They all play Tuesday, so we'll preview all these matches coming up. If you win Tuesday, you play for a state championship on Saturday. If you lose Tuesday, that is your school year. Please turn in your uniforms, and we'll see you later. Jason, let's start with lacrosse. 3 lacrosse teams standing. Girls, Township plays Conestoga. Boys, Township plays Radnor. Boys, LS plays Mars, the Fighting Planets. Where do you want to start? Pick a game.
Well, we'll start with the boys. There's 2 teams.
All right.
First of all, it's impressive. There are
Yes.
only, 16 semifinal teams in the state, boys and girls. And
Yeah.
3 of them are from the LL.
That's
So,
really good.
incredible performance. They're all district champions, so none of these teams has lost in a while.
Nope.
We'll start with Township boys.
right.
They went through Mount Lebanon and State College to get to the semis.
Yep.
6 semifinal appearances for them. The last was 2023. They won the PIAA title in 2018. They're the only District 3 team on the boys 3A side to win it.
Never done it.
15 of the 16 lacrosse championships in 3A are either District 1 or LaSalle College, which is one of those Philly prep school teams. So it's incredibly hard to win this tournament if you're not from the southeastern part of the state, but Township has done it. Their reward is they get to play Radnor, the ragtag underdogs from Radnor.
They finally pulled up their bootstraps and made the state semis. Good going, guys.
5-time PIAA champs.
Wow.
They won in 21, 2, 3, and 4,
Oy.
and they lost in the final last year.
Oh, my.
So you can basically cancel your June plans if you go to Radnor and play lacrosse because you're going to be busy until the middle of the month.
No doubt.
They're always here. It's a great Township team. Only has 1 loss.
Yes.
This is where the rubber meets the road for the District 3 champions. They run into a District 1 power typically in 3A in the semifinals, and this is the boys' biggest challenge so far.
It is. I went and looked for that loss. They lost to Salesianum, Delaware.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it wasn't a PIAA game. I was pretty sure of that.
Yep, that was April 24th by a 14-3 score. Salesianum in Delaware. Manheim Central football played there a couple of years ago. Mega campus, great football stadium, and they're good at a lot of stuff. So they gave Township their only loss. You mentioned these teams haven't lost in a while. 12 straight wins for Township, going for 13. That's name drop. Brock Meglick, 60 goals. That's pretty good. Chase Fletcher, 60 goals, 26 assists. And this stat blew my mind. Joseph Algeo,
Yeah, basketball player.
33 goals, 54 assists. Yeah. Yikes. He's got 87 points in lacrosse. So other semifinal is LaSalle College, who you mentioned. They play Springfield Delco, so not a stunner in that pot as well.
Delco's the defending state champs.
Wow, that's a heck of a Final Four. Okay.
LS boys.
Yes, I was going to mention Township boys play at Exeter Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. LS boys still dancing, yes?
They got a little magic going.
They do.
They won the district final in overtime.
Yes.
Landis Todd scored against Lower Dauphin, and then they won the quarterfinal against South Fayette in overtime. It was Grant Phileas, very early in overtime, about 15 seconds in. So they've been able to dance through the raindrops here and get to the semis.
Yes.
They didn't make the state tournament until 2021, so they're relatively new. They're not like Township where they're here year after year.
Yeah.
They did make the semis in 2022, so this is their second shot at it. They are, interestingly, not getting one of those District 1 powers.
Yes, this matchup surprised me a smidge, Mars.
But Mars is the closest thing the West has to a lacrosse power.
Okay, they're the Whippeal champ.
They are, and they won it in 2022. They're the only District 7 team to win 3A. It's just like to win 2A. It's just like the 3A side where District 1 dominates for the most part. It's been Marple Newtown recently.
Oh.
So, this is still a very, very good team with a lot of history and has been at this stage before. So, you get to this point, you're going to play one of the big time powers, and this just happens to be one from the western part of the state.
Yes.
Mars famous alumnus,
Is?
J.J. Weatherholt.
There you go. He's dropping Cardinals references. Beautiful.
The Rookie of the Year candidate for the Cardinals. That's
there you go.
Pittsburgh suburb. So some good baseball there. They're a school that's great at sports. You see them every year in various tournaments. So I don't know. They've been in close games and they've found ways to win. Mm-hmm. And this, like I said with the Township game, this will be their toughest test. They'll have to beat a team that has won the championship before and have won District 7. So
yes, name dropping. Grant Phileas, as you mentioned, graduated with his mom. Hi, Holly. Congratulations.
Wow.
There you go. 48 goals, 21 assists. Landis Todd, you mentioned. 65 goals, 44 assists. He's over 100 points this year. Wow. Cole Lopez, Crackerjack football player, 64 goals, 38 assists. So LS can fill it up.
Yeah, they're a powerhouse offense. Oof. And they're playing the two-way competition, so you can maybe pour in more goals that way. But
yes,
they got a shot at this thing, and it'll be an interesting game.
Should be. That game is Tuesday at Mifflin County, which you're kind of familiar with.
I've been to Mifflin County. I hung out there for about 12 hours last week.
That's in Lewistown. So Pioneers, pack snacks and enjoy the bus ride. Other semifinal in that bracket is Pencrest out of District 1 against Twin Valley
Raiders.
A
bit of a surprise. Yeah.
And they have Drew Engel, the stud football guy for Twin Valley. He's going to where? Naval Academy to play lacrosse. Mm-hmm. So Twin Valley LL football fame is still alive in Boys Lacrosse. Okay, girls, Manheim Township, here we go. Nitty-gritty time for the Streaks. They're in a state semifinal on Tuesday at Exeter, double dip with the boys. Girls play at 6 o'clock against District 1 runner-up, Conestoga. Jason, big matchup.
10th semifinal for Township. So they're here, not every year, but the vast majority of the years. It only goes back to 2009, so there's not a lot of history in lacrosse like in some other sports.
True.
They've been to 4 championship games. They've never won the title. They went 4 years in a row, 18, 19, 21, 22.
Wow.
There was no tournament the COVID year. So
that's right.
They've been very close to winning this thing. They've never been able to get over the hump. They played Conestoga 2 years ago in the semis, and they went to double overtime, and they could have easily won that game. And it's one of the great heartbreakers in their history, and then Conestoga won the whole thing. So they were that close in 2024, and they've been that close many times. Conestoga's won 3 state titles, 16, 22, and 24. So this, if you look at the bracket before you start playing, this is the game you penciled in.
Yes.
Because you expect Township to get through the Western teams they played, and you expect Conestoga Valley to be in the semis, or Conestoga. Not Valley.
No.
And you expect Conestoga to be in the semis, and here they are. So this is kind of where Township's season is inevitably headed.
Yes.
And it's just a question of whether they can get past this step and play for another state title. They beat Fox Chapel and Pine Richland in the first 2 rounds, 16-4 and 14-6.
Pretty handily.
So they're playing well. I know those are Western teams, and it's not Conestoga, but they have been rolling, and they obviously rolled through the LL and District 3 tournaments.
Yes. Other semifinal is Springfield Delco, against Westchester Henderson. So those winners will meet. All the winners will meet Saturday at Panzer Stadium.
Delco girls hammered Hempfield. I was at that game. It was 15-5. Hempfield's the District 3 runner-up. That tells you how good District 1 is.
Yeah.
That the third-place team from District 1 beat the District 3 runner-up by 10 goals.
Oh, my. Name drop for Township. Lexi Kaufman, 100 goals on the dot.
She got there.
Wow.
Amazing feat.
100 goals. Reagan Taylor, 72 goals, 29 assists. Addie Lawrence, 55 goals, 28 assists. Riley Martin, safe to say, their goalie will have to come up big between the pipes. Yes?
Yes, she will.
Yeah.
I mean, when they played 2 years ago, it was 5-4. So
5-4.
I believe, or 6-5, something like that. It was a very low-scoring game. I believe it was 6-5. It was in double overtime, so it was a struggle, and it was hard to score. So who knows? That was 2 years ago, but a lot of the girls are back. They play 4 years. If you're really good at Township, you make it as a freshman. You play all 4. So.
Yes, you do. Okay, best of luck to the Lax crew. Okay, volleyball. Indoors, 2 teams still standing. Let me rip through this. AAA Jace Hempfield still alive. Not surprised.
I'm stunned.
Stunned. LL champs. 1 loss. And they played the team that beat them 2 weeks ago, Cumberland Valley. 3A and 2A. Manheim Central's the 2A team. They both get rematches in the state semis. Hempfield against Cumberland Valley, Tuesday, 7 o'clock at Hershey High. Other semi in that bracket is North Allegheny. Fun fact, NA has not dropped a set this whole season.
Wow.
Wow.
That's another one of those names, like year after year.
Oh,
after
yeah.
year.
You know they're going to be there.
Yeah.
NA, they're dynamite. They played Butler in a Whippeal rematch. That's the other semifinal. Cumberland Valley's won the district tournament after beating Hempfield in the semis. Cumberland Valley is also the defending state champ. They beat NA last year in the finals. Hempfield, so far in states, and I saw both their matches, they beat Emmaus 3-1, sat through hellish traffic. You know Cedar Crest Boulevard in Allentown? Big exit. There was construction there, so you sat for like 2 miles. So you finally get off at Cedar Crest Boulevard and you're like, yeah, finally. And you get on that road and it's like 2 miles to Emmaus. About a mile down, there's a 3-car pileup and you sit for like another half hour.
The moral of the story, never drive to Allentown. That is my least favorite place. I would rather go like all the way across the state.
Like Altoona.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Altoona trips.
Then drive to Allentown. It's the worst.
So they were late. The match started late, and Hempfield won anyway. Beat Emmaus 3-1, and they played Central Dauphin in a rematch from districts and beat Central Dauphin 3-1. Hempfield has 10 state championships, none since 2016. Let's name drop. Georgia Gaddis, Section 1 MVP, unbelievable outside hitter. I guarantee you he will be all district and all state. Love their whole front row. Spencer Troyer, who you know from basketball.
Sure.
Crawford brothers, Cam and Chase. Mason Kohler, who's been unbelievable here in the playoffs. Ethan Ashba Libero, defensive kid, great, and an awesome quote. We love those kids. Marcel Boyro, the setter, is just steady as she goes. I love watching him warm up. He goes through this whole routine, Boyro. He jumps rope. Wow. Like he jumps rope to get a sweat going.
Training for a prize fight.
Yeah, I mean, he really goes. I don't think he's doing double dutch, but he's like really getting up, really doing it with the jump rope. It's awesome.
How many people under 20 know what double dutch is?
Not many. Yeah. Not many. We're showing our age here. Okay, Hempfield, Cumberland Valley, winner goes to state final. That is Saturday at 1:30 at Rec Hall at Penn State. 2A, Manheim Central, still in line to defend its state title, but Barons get a tough rematch. They play York Suburban. That's the first game of the double dip, Tuesday at Hershey High at 5 o'clock. Central and York Suburban go way back here. Central beat York Suburban in the district finals last year, beat them in the state semifinals last year. York Suburban got payback, beat Central in the district semis a couple of weeks back. So they're playing really well. Central won the third place match against Hershey to get into states, beat Palumbo 3-0, beat Crestwood 3-0. Central's trying to go to the state final for the third year in a row. They split the first two with Meadville. Meadville's still alive. They've been number 1 in the state all spring. They play Brandywine Heights Bullets.
Yeah, that's another
District 3.
An unexpected power. They're there a lot.
Yeah, they're really good for small school. Brandywine is usually a state team, and they got through. And they got to play Meadville, and they're really tough. Oh boy. Name drop. Central's front row has been really good. Caleb Groff is just a volleyball player. Like he's got like his knuckles taped. Like he's like real serious, you know. He's a volleyball player. Whether he's in the front row, making digs in the back, serving. Like I would take Caleb Groff on my volleyball team any day because he can do quite a lot. Blake Nealis in the middle has been really good. Jay Hollinger up front has been really good. Daniel Becker has been a pin hitter kid who's been really good and getting some kills. Gavin Longenecker, the setter, first-year setter for them, has been solid. So tricky matchup for the Barons. We shall see. If they win, they go back to Penn State for the third year in a row. 2A final is 11 a.m. at Rec Hall on Saturday. Hempfield and Manheim Central Volleyball, Township Lacrosse, and LS Lacrosse. That's it.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
We were 5 for 5 in wins on Saturday, which
that?
I thought was impressive. Usually, a couple teams get dropped at this stage, but everyone won. Central didn't have the best sports season. Football was down.
A little bit.
Basketball was down. Baseball was pretty good. They won the section title, so volleyball carrying the flag for the school.
Okay. You wanted to mention baseball since we last talked. The couple teams bowed out in states.
Yeah, all 4 of our teams were out by the quarterfinals. 3 lost in the first round. Hempfield, Ephrata, Northern Lebanon, and LS lost in the quarters.
Rough one.
Brutal loss. It was at Mifflin County. First of all, they scheduled games for 1 and 3.
No way. Not going to happen.
No. I mean, even the best case scenario is 3:30.
Yeah.
Because you have 30 minutes between games for warm-up.
Sure. They got to rake the field and do the lines and all that.
So on top of that, I get there and the game's 4-2. It was Trinity against Mifflinburg. And I'm like, okay, at least we're not going to extra innings. And the kid hits a 2-run bomb.
Naturally.
I mean, like the monster home run. And now it's 4-4. And then it goes 11 innings.
Oh.
So LS doesn't play till almost 5.
Oh, boy.
And it was really hot. And there was nowhere to go.
Oh, boy.
There's no coverage. There's no state. It's like the field is at the bottom of a hill, and there's no bleachers. So the fans are sitting, in lawn chairs, and there's like maybe one small set of bleachers at the top of the hill, but there's nowhere to go. You're just baking in the sun for 2 hours, and then you finally play. And Brady Scranton, who tore his ACL, his left knee, in the district celebration, tried to pitch. And it didn't go great. He gave up 5 runs. I think 6 of the 11 base runners reached, and they just couldn't dig out of that hole. They had a ton of chances. They had base runners in every inning. They hit into 3 double plays. This felt like a team that was going to win the state title.
You've been saying that all spring.
And I think they could have in the right circumstances. Now, you can't prove a counterfactual. Who knows? Maybe they lose anyway. But to go out without your best pitcher being able to pitch at his best, I thought was especially hard. And you just don't have a state championship caliber team that often, and it was just disappointing to see it go out like that.
But again, like you always say, baseball, ?
Fluky, right? It's fluky. And then what happens is, though, you build a formula. You have 2 starters and you have some relievers, and you rotate your 2 starters in playoffs, and you use your relievers to finish it off. But when you take one of those starters out of the equation, it's really hard to overcome, because now you got to get 5 innings out of somebody else. And there usually aren't enough great pitchers to have a third guy capable of doing that. That's why teams rotate the same 2 guys most of the time. So that was disappointing. And the other thing was Northern Lebanon.
Great year.
Losing to Archbishop Wood 2-1.
We said tough matchup. It's Wood. But
do Archbishop Wood and Northern Lebanon belong in the same bracket?
Probably not.
I mean, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
I mean,
nobody knows what we're
District 12, play 6A. Let's go. Play 6A.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of it. Northern Lebanon is a rural, small school with sort of a once-in-a-lifetime team with a bunch of like younger kids who are able to play varsity and some great seniors, and that's how it ended for them. That was a winnable game. Wood is still going in the semis.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were better than like their 14-8 record or whatever.
Okay. Well, you know how that is. Who knows who they even played.
Yeah.
So that's how it ended for them. I thought that was disappointing, but still historic. They were 24-2. They won their first district championship.
Spectacular. They might have been the most fun story baseball team of the spring.
Yeah, just because they'd never done it before, and that's always the best story.
I always love how because we see the same teams over and over and over in the sports that we cover, and they're always there. It's fun to see that other team sneak through and get to see those kids experience all that for the first time. Like the Township Lacrosse. Okay, a lot of them have been there. Okay, but now you got Northern Lebanon base. These kids had never played on that stage. Yeah. To watch them at the Stormer Stadium must have been great.
Well, they also almost beat Manheim Township in the league semis, and Township was the league champ. So they were playing with 6A powers. Yeah. And if they had gotten to the final, they would have had Adrian Gonzalez lined
ready
up.
to go.
Who knows? But still, 24-2, you can't be too disappointed with that. And the district title.
And a district title.
They're hard to win.
This is true. Tarps off. Are you tired of that yet?
I'm tired of tarps.
Tarps off. I think it's going to disappear kind of like torpedo bats.
that lasted like 30 seconds.
Remember that? They were like, oh, look at these bats. I think Jeff McNeil for the A's is the only guy who still uses
and he's
torpedo
not hitting any
bat.
home runs.
No,
so.
he's not. He's a slap guy.
Torpedo
Didn't Tarps Off kind of originate there at the Cardinals?
It
Stadium?
did. Some Stephen F. Austin's club baseball team, not
Okay.
their like varsity team,
Yeah.
was in a tournament in Illinois, and a bunch of the guys went to a game, and they just took their shirts off and started waving them
look
like
at us.
rally towels,
Yeah.
like the Steelers, terrible towel, and then now it's a special section, and people come and they take their shirts off and they scream the players' names and everything else.
Just to get on camera and, hey, look at me. A couple other stadiums have done it.
Oh, it's spreading. Yeah. It's like a college football type atmosphere, but in a baseball season where you play 81 home games. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's gotten to Philly yet, thank goodness. I don't know.
It's coming soon. They'll be there for the All-Star game.
And then it'll be gone. Thank God.
Watching Nick Kurtz in the All-Star game.
Exactly.
People will be tarping off.
He's having a great season, by the way, Nick Kurtz.
He's
stud.
going down as the best baseball player.
Sorry, Tommy Herr. Love you.
From Lancaster County.
Love you,
history.
Tommy.
It's just going to happen. I mean, he's already got, almost 50 home runs? I mean, he's played basically a season and some change.
As a leadoff guy.
Yeah,
He does not look like a leadoff guy.
he gets on base every game. So
all the time. Yeah. He had that 48 game whatever streak, I would see the ticker would say Kurtz 0 for 3, 2 walks, extends on base streak to 38.
Incredible power. Just flips the ball. It reminds me of Ryan Howard, where he wouldn't even get the ball really, and it would go to like left field over the wall.
Yeah,
like that's,
gone.
Yeah, that's Nick Kurtz power right there.
Yeah, I had him on, 10 o'clock game, MLB Network the other night or whatever. I'm like, I got to watch Kurtz hit. And he like laced the home run to left center. It got like 10 feet off the ground. I'm like, wow. It's fun when I hear his interviews. He sounds like a Lancaster guy.
Yeah.
He sounds like you would think a Lancaster, Manheim Township person would talk.
Well, he didn't go to full 4 years of high school here, but he was here through his freshman year, and he came up through the Manheim Township youth baseball program. So he's rooted in this community.
Yeah,
he played at Kunkel Field and all those places.
Played in the LMP tournament and everything, and yeah, he's quickly moving up the charts. And Bruce Suter too from Lancaster. Can't forget Bruce. But Bruce and Tommy were like the patriarchs of
Chris Heisey, Travis Jankowski. Yeah, we've had a few, but I think he might be the best
till he's done
pro athlete ever from Lancaster County.
Yeah, the way he's going, he's something else. Okay, we got you covered this week for the lacrosse matches, the volleyball matches, and that's it. Jason, Saturday, everything's done. Can you believe it?
It goes slow and fast at the same time.
It does. It does. I always say this. The days go slow. Okay, today is Monday. And then every time I look up, it's Sunday night, and I have my schedule ready to go. And here's the week. Boom. Like halfway through basketball, you're like, is this ever going to end?
I think spring is the most deceiving because it takes so long for the weather to warm up, and then all of a sudden it's like playoffs, and then
exactly,
it's over.
Yeah, one day it's 38 and raining, and the next day it's 90 and it's the finals.
It's like 6 weeks from the start of the season until playoffs.
It's a sprint, no pun intended. I can't believe track has been over now.
Yeah.
Like I don't even remember any track.
It ended May 25th.
Yes.
So, 2 weeks old.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you one more podcast next week. We'll wrap up all of states, see if we have any winners. And Jason and I will take you through the school year, share some memories, name drop some kids, what we liked, what we saw, and finish up the school year for you. And then we'll reconvene in late August, I guess. For football?
Maybe beginning of August we'll do some section preview stuff or something along those lines. Yeah.
Yes, but we will be back. Okay, so take a look for that podcast next week. Enjoy the state semis. Good luck to the 5 LL teams still standing. We got you covered. Lancaster Online first. Everything is there. Grab a paper, pretty please. Okay, out of time. For Jason Guarente, Jeff Reinhart here, LMP and Lancaster Online. It's the LL Sports Podcast. Thank you, Tyler. We'll see you back here next week. Thanks.